Hey guys, thanks for watching Nerf Socom reviews. Today we're reviewing the Nerf Rival Atlas XVI-1200. This is basically a shotgun design, pump action shotgun that shoots 2 balls at a time, which is kind of cool. It comes with 12 extra ammo, which is really cool. They rarely ever give you extra ammo. It has the normal mag that comes with the other guns. You could buy these mags, extra mags, if you need one, need some. But this one, it just holds 12 rounds of ammo, and it comes with an extra 24 or extra 12, which is really cool that they did that. This gun does have a sling adapter on the back right here. None in any other places though. It's just like this one spot, and I feel like it's kind of big, so it may not fit all sling adapters very well, or slings very well, because it is a little bit big. This does have the railing on the top also, so if you have that attachment for magazines, you could attach a second magazine on the top right there, which is kind of cool. For the functioning of this gun, basically how it works, first you're going to want to load your mag. You insert it by placing it down just about this position right here, around here, where this is like right before it, because you can't really slide it in. I mean, you can't because it like gets bumpy right here. So to make sure it's past this point where it like drops down to right about here, and then slide it forwards. It's a little bit weird because you have to know where you're placing it. I kind of wish there was like some arrows or something that easily showed you, but you just kind of have to guess where it is. And I just figure it's like, you know, an inch from the insert where you put the mag at. After you do that, you prime the gun, pull it back, pull it forwards, and pull the trigger. There's also a de-jamming door right here. You can slide this back. You can also slide it back when this gun is primed back, which is really nice. You can open it at any time. You'll be able to see the mechanics of the inside, and there's a little lever here of which you can just kind of push up, and you'll be able to grab the ball from the inside if you can. I mean, if you need to, if you do get a jam. I haven't got any jams yet myself, which is a very good thing. Also, because you can leave this open the entire time, you can prime this gun back, and you can see the balls like this, the barrel go up and the balls load into there, and as I push it forwards, it pushes it back down, and like it kind of just, the balls push forwards into the barrel, and I can fire it, and you won't be able to see anything after that. But it's pretty cool that you can't actually see as it goes, and you can leave this open. I'm glad that they did that because they don't do that with many guns. There's also a release right here on the gun on the side. If you pull this back and forwards, it's primed. Obviously, if I click the trigger, it's going to fire. However, if I needed to, if I had a jam, I could push this little button, and it will release the priming handle. It's a little bit difficult. You really have to pull on it, and you'll be able to release it, you know, bring it back again. And if you do bring it back again, and you prime it forwards, after that, what's going to happen is it's going to load an extra 2 darts into the barrel, or 2 balls into the barrel, and you'll end up shooting 4 balls instead of just 2, which is kind of interesting. It's kind of cool that you can do that, but I don't think you're really supposed to. Also, if you were to hold the trigger down and pull this back and forwards, it's not going to have slam fire, and you're just going to be able to constantly pull it back and forth. So I pull the trigger again, it's not going to fire because I guess the slide just stays back when you hold the trigger down. So it's just not primed. But it will load 2 more balls into the barrel. So you can hold the trigger down and prime it back a few times, load multiple balls into the barrel, and then fire it, which is kind of cool. You can do that. I can show you that later. To pull the mag out, I showed you how to put it in. It's kind of ambidextrous. There's these buttons on both sides. You're really supposed to, I mean, I feel like you could do it with one, but you have to really push on it really hard to pull the mag out. But if you do it with both finger and thumb, you can easily slide it out, which is nice. It's a little bit fidgety. I feel like it's very kind of odd when you're using it first, but you can easily get used to it as long as you know where you're putting the mag in and taking it out. There's also a trigger safety on this gun, which is really cool. Basically, if you're firing it, the trigger is loose. However, if you push this button from one side to the other, you can kind of see that this button just kind of moves. You push it to the left side, and it locks it up. You will no longer be able to use it. You can easily swap it with both your finger and thumb. It's really easy to use, which is kind of cool. You have safety. I'm glad that it's there. It's kind of cool that they added that. For the pros and cons of this gun, first the pros, because this is a rival gun, it has really good ranges compared to normal Nerf guns. However, because it is a shotgun, it does shoot multiple balls. It will shoot not just as far as some of the other rival guns do, but other pros that shoots 2 at a time, and you can also shoot 4 or 6 or maybe even 8 at a time. I'm not really sure. As long as you prime it back multiple times, you can load multiple into the barrel, which is kind of cool. Although it's not very effective, I can show you it a little bit later. Plus, it comes with 24 extra rounds of ammunition, or it comes with 24 in total instead of 12, which I'm really glad it does. They don't normally do that with Nerf guns, and I'm really glad it came with some extra ammo. Plus, you have the rail here, so you can have, if you have that attachment, you can attach another mag on the top right there, which is kind of cool. For the cons of this gun, it is a bit bulky. I feel like it's just a giant cube, or like a rectangular cube. Is just kind of odd feeling how big it is, but it's not too bad. It just feels a little bit weird because it's not the shape of a nice gun, I guess you could say. Plus, it is a little bit fidgety with the magazines when releasing it and putting it in there. You have to get used to it because it's just a little bit odd. Even priming it back here, I just feel like it's not very smooth. It like locks at different areas, and right when you're pushing it forwards, you can feel it gets a little bit stuck there, and then it slams forward because it's just a little bit uneasy. However, if you're fast with it, I can imagine you wouldn't really notice it. But at first, it just seems like, mechanically, it's just a little bit weird. So now let's test this blaster. All right, so we have 24 rounds here. We're gonna be first just doing basic shooting. Let's see how well this does. All right, so we have 10 rounds in here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold down the trigger here, pull this back, let it forwards, take my finger off, and then prime it. That way I can get 4 shots to go off, or 4 bullets should come out here. Let's see how this is. Not too bad. And it shoots almost like the same distance as the other shots did, but it was actually 4. All right, so now I'm gonna do it again, but I'm gonna have 6 shots. So turn this back twice, then lift my finger off, do it one more time, and it locks it, and let's see how well that does. That wasn't as great. Let's test the ranges. All right, so for the ranges of this gun, the first mag that I shot, most of the ammo landed from around 38 to 58 feet, which is pretty darn good. I mean, for a rival gun, it's a little bit less than a few of the other guns. I mean, some of them made it almost to 70 feet. But I'd say the effective range will probably be around 33 feet, which is pretty good. I mean, compared to a normal Nerf gun, definitely way better. But for a rival gun, it's a little bit shorter, but it's still very good. I mean, if it's a shotgun, so I mean, you kind of expect shorter ranges with a shotgun. What was kind of cool is when I did do the 4 rounds, it still reached up to 38 to 40-ish feet. So the effective range is still about the same. So if you want to do 4, pump it once and then let go of the trigger and pump it again, you could do 4 shots and it would probably be just about the same effective range, and it works pretty well. But after you do 6 or 8, I feel like sometimes it jams up, it doesn't work that well, and the ranges are a lot less, and they kind of just spray it out of the barrel like right next to me. So, but yeah, that's pretty cool that you can do that. Even though that's not really a feature that's really told to do with this, still you can do it, which is kind of cool. So yeah, I like this gun. It's pretty cool. I think I would buy it as a rival gun. It's really nice. I mean, you only have 6 shots, but it's still pretty good. Thanks for watching Nerf Socom Reviews. I'll see you guys next time.